Hey guys, I have a massive Amazon unboxing, well, Amazon and thrift books unboxing. I've got a lot of curriculum that I'm going to be, actually not a lot of curriculum. I have a lot of books and a couple of curriculum things that we are going to start incorporating. So let's just get started. Whoops. And I've been waiting forever to do this. Oh, just kidding. So I actually have some other things too. Exciting. I have, this is the Barefoot Contessa cookbook. I forgot what I got because this has been sitting for so long. This is her first cookbook. I just finished her memoir, which is called Be Ready When the Luck Comes, and I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It's really interesting to learn more about her and kind of made her more real, like a more real person to me personally. She seemed kind of, I don't know, she's from her store was in the Hamptons, whatever. I had a different impression of her than when I read that, and I really like her candor in her book. And so I just wanted to show you guys if there's a thing of the recipes, maybe in the back. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So this is her first cookbook. I have a lot of hers and I really like them. My favorite one is Cooking for Jeffrey. Just coincidentally, we make a lot of the recipes in there over and over again. So after reading her memoir, a lot of the recipes from this one are in there. So I was like, I'm not going to be screenshotting this and saving it all. Let's just get that. And it was also really cool, by the way, just to go on this total tangent, hearing about how the cookbook was made and how her show was made is really interesting. And she talks about all of that in her book. So that is the first box. Then let's do the next one. And I ordered like almost all of this stuff at the same time, so it's kind of frustrating how it comes in different boxes. And I do usually click the save on delivery or whatever. So this is the only thing in this box. This is one of the books I'm pretty sure that is required for, or not required, but recommended for the Blossom and Root Level 6 Science, which is being released soon, or maybe half of it has already been released. I'm not sure. So it's a gorgeous book, and I will be doing this with my 6th grader and 3rd grader next year. I haven't actually purchased the curriculum yet, but I have looked at the sample, and I know that's what I want to do. I love Blossom and Root Science. I have a lot of reviews of the different levels. Actually, I think I only did oceanography, just kidding. But we've done all of their levels of science at this point, at least part of them. So I'm really, really excited. This also, as you can see, covers chemistry. So it's an interdisciplinary science. It's not only one thing. So I'm kind of excited about that as well, rather than like only doing botany or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, I was totally forgot I ordered this book. So I started reading this. This one is by Jenny Urich, and this is a book for me or for a mom. She's the founder of 1,000 Hours Outside. I totally forgot. I started reading this through the library, and I was like, I have to have this so that I can highlight it. And I got like 20% of the way through. So here's the contents. I'm so excited. I totally forgot that I got this. And I just really like it. It's basically about how in the 90s, 80s, 70s, what have you, children were able to play outside and now they're not. This particular book doesn't talk about, I don't think, the adult reasons. Like, well, it talks about safetyism, but I'm reading another book called The Last Child of the Woods, and that one talks more about how like HOAs and other things litigate and say you can't build a tree house or you can't go on this trail or you can't build a dam or stuff like that. So that's totally a tangent. But anyway, really excited about this one. Highly recommend it, but you can get it from the library. Then we've got big heavy box here. And again, the reason I order from Amazon is because if they screw up and I don't get my book, they send me another one. I got burned pretty badly by a Waldorf seller. I ordered a book. It never arrived. They never sent me shipping until 2 weeks after my son's birthday when I said, where's the book? And they said, oh, shipping says that it already came, and it had not. So I never got the book, but I was out $40. So if you're wondering why I do Amazon, that is why. So let's do the other things first. So I got these. This one is for me. It's like a inexpensive version of the, what is this fancy one called? Moleskine or whatever, or Lecterm. I thought this looked nice. I'm trying to do more of bullet journaling type list stuff. I don't know what's up with this faux leather cover. It's kind of weird. Okay, so just look at that, and that's cool. There's a little pen holder here. So it's just a bullet journal, ivory for me. And then this one I got for my almost 11-year-old because he asked for one to write things in, like a journal, I guess, or maybe even drawings. And these were like the knockoff brand. They were inexpensive. So he wanted lined. So that's what he got. And it has the same, that thing. So that's cool. And this I got because I'm looking for some sort of writing program. We had started with Writing with Ease, and we are staying with that, but that's not necessarily writing instruction. That's kind of more, like mechanics and grammar and stuff like that. So I wanted to give this a try. I have been, to be honest with you, afraid of this for a long time because there used to be, I don't know if this is still the case, there's all these training DVDs and this extensive process and you have to get certified and so I shied away from trying it. But I guess what actually happened is I am rereading The Well-Trained Mind, and it recommends doing a writing curriculum, writing strands, which is almost impossible to get a hold of. It's probably out of print, probably because that book was published, 20 years ago or whatever. So I thought this might work. Plus, we're doing ancient history this year and next year. So let's take a look at how this works. I have no idea. We're learning together. So the lesson, subject and structure, style, introduction to style, vocabulary, words, literature suggestions. This is cool. I know nothing about this, so this is really interesting to me to read about. Let's go to the first. Oh, here's the first lesson. Okay, goals. To do this, read that, write a keyword outline. It tells you exactly what to do. So you read this. Okay, so you read this, and this is available in the sample because I recall seeing that. Then here's your keyword outline. Then your vocabulary practice. Then unit 2, you're doing a different thing. Okay, let's look at the instructor's guide for a little bit. So this is going to be for my 5th grader. I don't think I said that yet. Here's the back. It says it's possible to teach both younger and older grades. This theme-based offers full year of instruction for students in 4th through 7th grade. Perfect for homeschoolers. So 4th through 7th. And let's look at the teacher guide, which is ironically thinner than the student guide. Teacher's manual. Okay, and this is the same setup as Core Knowledge, or Memoria Press, actually. So there's scope and sequence, which is great if you're in a charter. Symbols. And, oh, here you have a keyword outline. So that's good. I definitely didn't want to try this without the instructor's guide. Okay. That is that. Let's see if there's anything at the end of here. Nope, just that. All right, so I'll obviously have to look at that more in depth before we jump in, but that was one of the things making me anxious about not opening anything yet because I want to already start. And most of the things I'm starting, like I'm not anticipating finishing in a semester, obviously. We homeschool year-round, so I don't get worried about deadlines or anything like that, especially because we're not in a charter right now. So, okay, this one I'm really excited about too. So this book, When the Sea Turned to Silver, this is the apparently accompanying... what's it called? Like, I don't know what the word is, but the original book that we read is Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, and this one like goes with it. I don't know how. But my kids really like that book. And so here you could see we read this one. And then I think I got this one too. They're like Chinese fairy tales, kind of, created by Grace Lin, who's the author of many, many books that are used in different homeschool programs. Just a great writer. Love her books. Then we have The Thousand Gifts. So this was a book that was recommended by Jennifer Pepito, and it's kind of about, I think it's about gratitude. It seemed very Christian, so just warning about that, but I wanted to read it because it sounded cool. So anyway, then we have Loose Parts 2. So this is another book that I checked out from the library and read through and loved. And these are just gorgeous books if you haven't seen them before. They have full page color photographs. So the reason that I wanted this particular book, I think there's 4, and I've got 4 from Loose Parts 4 from the library right now, and I really like that as well. But the reason I particularly wanted this one is because of the different ideas for loose play for infants and toddlers. There's a kind of a lot that you may not think of. These are polished hand or tiles, for example. And I also wanted, I like collecting education. I'm not sure what the word is, but books about education as well. So it kind of merges together different activity ideas plus the pedagogy behind them. So Loose Parts. And then next, this box, not sure what is in this one. Protein powders in this one. So that one my husband's been waiting for a couple weeks. Then this one is heavy. So, got a couple of books. These were on sale, like half off. And we have someone interested in these topics in our house right now. So I thought, why not snag those while they're on sale? And we have other books on this topic, but these ones, this person is very interested in this topic right now. And of course, these are things you can get from the library, but I like to buy some reference books so that when we have like an interest in a particular topic, then we have different resources that we can refer to. So that is some pages from this one, beautiful pictures. Then we got this to incorporate, all these different levels and things are doing different poetry, and I've got my oldest reading Russian poetry because she's 11th/12th grade, and she's doing a lot of Russian literature, but I thought, I would really like to do this with my kids too. Just kidding, this is short stories, but same reasoning. I wanted to do Russian literature with them. I think I separately ordered Russian poetry, and also just, isn't this book gorgeous? I mean, who would not want this book in their homeschool? And in case you haven't seen any of my other content, my husband is Russian and Ukrainian. So, and as you can see, you've got Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, Chekhov. Also, Gogol is one of the authors of, what is it called? Something about souls. And Pushkin is one of the most famous poets from Russia. So, this is just I'm so happy about this book. And hopefully it's kid-friendly. I'll let you know. But, Chekhov's written a couple that I read so long ago. So we'll see if this is a kid book or not. I will make sure and put that in the description if I am shocked, as I was with Wicked. Oh my gosh, don't read that to your kids. Next, we have Starry River of the Sky. So this one, I think, is the sequel to Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. Or it's just a separate tale. I'm not sure. Maybe the other one was Where the Mountain Meets the Moon sequel. Anyway, really excited to read that with my kids at some point, either this year or next. This one of you guys recommended to me because I was looking for books about saints for our second grade Waldorf main lesson block. And here's where all these stories take place. Thank you for recommending that. I think it's really a promising situation, and I really like having stories from all over the world. So This we will be doing this year. And also, if you're new here, we are not Christian. We usually secular homeschool, though we are Jewish, so we sometimes incorporate some of those aspects, but mostly secular homeschoolers. So we're doing saints from like a more anthropological Waldorf perspective. So that's saints around the world, and I've been waiting for a long time to get that. I think over the summer was when I asked. And here's another book about this. This one just looked gorgeous. I think I've seen this series before, but I don't have any of these. And again, this was part of that like half off sale. And this just looks great for narration purposes. If you just do like one of these pages per day, or if you're trying to do the whole well-trained mind approach to science, same situation. You could just do like a couple pages and write in your notebook. It looks like a really great length, honestly, for elementary, versus if you have like a typical Usborne, you've got all sorts of writing all over the place. So I really like that. Okay, you've got a huge box. Bet you could guess what's in this giant box based on what I've already shown you. Which is these giant guys. This is, I think, the only one I don't own from this series of the Welcome to the Museum books. We really love these, especially now that the kids are a little bit older. It's kind of overwhelming when they're like kindergarten, first, second grade, but third, fourth, fifth, sixth. It's more appealing. So you usually have like one full color picture and then you have a whole passage. And Blossom and Root uses oceanography and arboretum, fungi, animalium, and botanicum. So we've gotten kind of used to using them for science. And so I thought this would just also be a great addition. I'm so excited about having this book, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a great hit. And there's the back. And they have these at like every library now. So if you want to check it out, or even use it for your homeschool, don't feel like you have to buy it. Okay, next we've got a little mailer. So this, I think, what is this? Oh yeah, okay. So this is Introduction to Russian Poetry. Where did I even buy this from? Let's see. Oh, this is a used book, so that's why that's in a separate mailer. Great condition, as you can see. And again, I'll have to like preview the poems in here because why is it in Russian? It's literally in Russian. Okay. So I'm probably not even going to be able to use this, but maybe my husband can read it. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Oh, there's an English translation of that one. Okay, so there are English translations. So poetry is like a big thing in Russia. Kids would have to memorize poems, and it is very poetic language that doesn't necessarily translate well. So I really look forward to digging into this with my kids and maybe even sharing with my husband a little bit. But I wanted to do some of that, like Russian style poetry memorization or narration at the table, stuff like that. Okay, now we've got smaller mailers. And I'm too lazy to block out the address, so that is why I'm opening off camera. Okay, I'm really excited about this. This is the Christophorus Physics. It is for the middle grades, and it is experientially based. So there are 2 books that you need for this. One of them is pretty infamous, Earth, Water, Fire, and Air, and that is because you're doing experiments using those things. And you can look at a full sample of this on the Christophorus website. I will just show you a couple of pages and let you know that so there's 2 main lessons, it says. Let's see if we can, there's tips on teaching to these grades and lots of teaching notes and information about the different supplies you need. I just want to see if there's like one thing I could show you because I don't want to give away too much. And they now print on demand. Like here's an example of a drawing. I'm just going to not show too much because I really don't remember what's in the sample. They now print on demand. Donna is the owner of Christophorus. She is trying to get in with different charter schools. So if you are a Waldorf homeschooler and you belong to a state charter school, please go on her website and contact her or contact your charter and make them a vendor to make it more of an option for people. And she's currently working on finishing up, I think, the 7th and 8th grade, all of the subjects. So this was kind of part of that where they sell the different components. But I really wanted to snag this to use either for 8th grade physics or to accompany the chemistry physical science that we'll be doing for 6th grade. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet. But that is a topic that I am always searching for a more hands-on doable situation, not like let's go do a flamethrower. Although I do have now the rocket launcher situation from Sabbath Mood for high school, so eventually we'll be doing that. And then this is totally unrelated. We have these adorable bookmarks. First of all, hello, I need bookmarks. Happy about that. This is Beautiful Feet. If you are not familiar with my page, I am a Beautiful Feet affiliate, but I buy it because I want to use it in my homeschool, not because I'm trying to sell you something. So I realized I have done Around the World with Picture Books Part 1, and I kind of spaced out that there's a Part 2. So this is Europe and South America. And if you do know me from my channel, you'll know I'm like obsessed with picture books, and this is a picture book curriculum. It's Around the World with Picture Books. So here are the picture books that are included. Maps. This is another giant book. And then Anno's Journey. This author, Anno, is very prolific and has written many of these books, which have these gorgeous ink drawings from different places. And then here's the books that you'll need. And I plan to either get these through thrift books or through the library. Anno's books are pretty hard to find, so I'll probably have to buy those. And some of these are like out of print older books, but this one I've gotten from the library before, and this is actually like a Saint's Tale, so I'm excited about that. And the way that it works is first you do like whichever country, then you've got your lesson, and it's usually... Oh, that's interesting. So there's these different impressionist paintings. I love that. This incorporates that. I was saying there's comprehension questions, I think, but there's actually not. There's like different things to look at further. So I'm not exactly sure how. Yeah, see, this one has some questions. And then there's usually like recipes or things like that. Oh, see, here's like how to make this recipe after you finish France. So this is after you've done how many lessons? Oh, and here's another nature connection, Matisse. Matisse is going to be at a local museum for us soon, so that's exciting. Oh, Rousseau, Cassatt, Cézanne. We just saw Cassatt's exhibit and literally this painting. And then you've got Chopin. So I just really love this. So I'm not sure when we're going to be doing this, possibly, this semester. I just have to get organized. But my original thought was for next semester. So I ordered the teacher guide, and then I'll worry about getting the books next. But I wanted to share that with you guys, and I will put my affiliate link down below if you're interested. But like I said, I'm really not here to sell you guys stuff. I'm just sharing what we're doing. Because I know it's like after COVID, it's honestly a lot harder to find out in person about stuff. I don't know. I feel like people don't really talk about curriculum anymore in person. It's all online, and then it's daunting because you don't know the particulars of what people's kids are like, what's their personality like, stuff like that. So, okay, this is Egyptian myths. I got this because we are doing Egypt this year. This is from Thrift Books, and my kids love myths. And we do have the longer Egyptian myth book, but it's so long. So I wanted to get this shorter version. This is kind of like the books that they include in Moving Beyond the Page. And this, I think, was just suggested by the Thrift Books algorithm. It wasn't on my list or anything. But we're doing Story of the World, and it had recommended in the activity book West African countries, and then after I got that book in my cart, it recommended this. So, okay, a couple more things to go. Let's see. In here. Oh, actually, this is funny. Wait till you guys see this. I forgot about this. I got myself these for the baseball season. Isn't that funny? They're just like cheap flip-flops. Okay, next. Okay, this was a specific well-trained mind recommended resource to be used either on a daily or a weekly basis. I have never heard of this before, but if you're not familiar with formal logic, a red herring is like a random distraction that is just included for no reason. It's common in law school exams to throw you off what you're doing. And so I thought that was funny. Here's how it works. What does it say? There's mysteries, part of a larger untold story. Rules for the activities. Students must phrase their questions so that the answer is either yes or no. Answer only with a yes or no. You can give hints to redirect thinking or stimulate new questions. These are deductive mysteries. Here, these are all teacher things showing you how to do it. Okay, so you read the mystery story and then you answer questions. So this is like a logic game, basically. Here's all of the things you read, and this is level 1. I don't know how the levels work, but I'm really excited to start this. Okay, so again, another one of the reasons I wanted to unbox this, even though it's been sitting for a while. Okay, and then this is the book number 2 for Build Your Library World History 10th grade. I ordered this because the first one took like a month to come, but interestingly, the first one, Universe 1, is out of print and harder to find. This one I got new, so it's apparently not out of print, or they're just still making it. Amazon does a lot of print on demand. I don't know if this is print on demand or they just had copies. I don't know why that is, but I didn't want her to get to week 5 or 6 and it be like, oh, she doesn't have what she needs, you know. Anyway, so this is another one of the notebooks I got. This one is for my 8-year-old because, you know, you can't get a journal for brother and not get one for sister. So that's what's up with this. And I don't know what she's going to write in here. And these are all like around $5 or $6, but different brand had this color. So got the pen holder, same situation. This is closer to the like term ones, if you know that brand. It just feels similar. Is that. Then we have Russian Made Easy level 1. So I will be doing this with my 5th grader. He has done some Russian on Duolingo. I have done some Russian over the years, but never been able to do a dedicated thing. Okay, so this is already like not level 1 because you've got Russian in here, but let's check it out. My husband's going to really have to help with this. Unit 1. See, you have to know how to read this, which fortunately I do, and I'm not going to be doing on camera, but I don't see how you can say this is level 1 because it doesn't even say how to pronounce this stuff. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is not what I was expecting. And is there any writing? There's no writing. So this is just all of the words. And it says there's audio you go to. Okay, well, anyways, we got that. It's basically a bunch of vocabulary, it looks like. But I couldn't really find anything. And the one that was recommended in Well Trained Mind, again, they don't even have a website anymore. So that was too bad. All right, nearing the end. Okay, so to go along with this, we've got the 2nd grade notebook. These are by School Nest, who is a former homeschooling mom, if you're unfamiliar with her. This book, I totally forgot. I ordered this. So this is by Louise Bates Ames. She does these developmental books like your 8-year-old. I don't remember what it is, but it's like your 1-year-old Sunny and Serene or something. So I thought this was hilarious. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to reading this. And again, this is like for me or for the parent. And then I think I got one more book that is for me to read. Oh yeah, so this is Playborhood. So this is along the same lines as the Outside with the Streetlights. It is all about making your neighborhood into a place to play. And I think this might be a used one because these were pretty expensive because this is an older book. So this is all about outdoor play. And so really excited to jump into this and highlight and write in it and all that. And that is the end of our unboxing. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked seeing the random things I got for all of my different aged kids, go ahead and hit that subscribe button or the like button because this is kind of what I do, is show you the books I'm reading, the books my kids are reading, and other random things and what I have planned. And yeah, so thanks for watching.